live. What's good, YouTube family? I forgot to turn on my lights. Let me know where you are watching from. We got Devin Jenkins in the house. How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. I'm gonna let y'all know what I'm working on in a little bit. But if you have yet to like this video, please like this video for the algorithm. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. And let me know where you're watching from as well. Let me put my stuff on Do Not Disturb. But yeah, we're going to be working on an intro here today. All right, we got our lights on. Yeah, comment down below where you're watching from, and we're going to be getting started here shortly. But yeah, we got some fun stuff we're working on. It's about to be great. Y'all about to get to see my process. Please ask questions. As I always say, this isn't a lecture. This is a let's learn and let's get to know each other live. Victor, we got Victor from Houston. What's going on, Victor from Houston? How you feeling? I've been good, bro. I can't complain. All is well. How you been? Hope you've been doing good yourself. Hey, we got South Africa in the house. Ebenezer, how you feeling today, brother? Matter of fact, let me put this. I don't always like sharing that I'm live on Instagram. Yeah, we'll rock out. We'll rock out. What's going on, UK in the house? How you feeling? Also like this video for me. And yeah, like this video for the algorithm. We got Nigeria in the house. I appreciate that. So, all right, let's get into it. So I am working on a live recording. Now this live recording isn't for myself, but a good friend of mine, my sister, she reached out to me, and I'm not going to share her name. I don't know if she wants y'all to know yet, but we're working on a live recording for next year. The first song that we're working on today, we're just going to be working on an intro. So this is going to be like a nice little 30-45 minute live or so. Yeah, we're going to be working on an intro. So we're going to be remixing one of her last songs that she released like maybe about 10 years ago. So that's what we're going to be doing. I have an idea for the intro. I already got the melody in my mind. So yeah, let's get into it. So the feel of the song is 3/4. The BPM that we have right now is 118. It's a simple gospel ballad. So we're going to make it feel really, really good. And yeah, let's do it. So we're going to start with the loop first. So we know that I always recommend starting with the loop first. You need to be able to feel the track, feel where the song is going, and just be able to feel that rhythm, you know? So I'm going to let's pull up Premium Church Samples right here. And let's see what we got. All right, so we're going to record in a shaker on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so let's do it. So now what we are going to do is quantize it right here. So we got this quantized. I'm going to cut this beginning right here. Now I'm going to cut this right here and I'm going to stretch it out. So we kind of have like another metronome on top of the metronome. So check this out. All right, I like the way this feels right here. So I'm going to actually cut this. And then we're going to drag this over. Now loop it out right here. All right, that feels better. So we're going to name the shaker. All right, let me see. All right, we got our shaker in there. Now we're going somewhere. Let's add another shaker on top of this. So we got shaker 2. we need to fix this to triplets. Let's redo that. All right, I like that. Now let's add in a snap in here. All right, we got a shaker right there. And I want to put this on the snap right here. All right, I like the way that reverb feels on that snap right there. So we added a shakers and then we added a snap in here. Now we're about to get to this melody of the song. Got a little reverb on this snap right here. So we're gonna name our track and now we're just gonna create a track stack right here. Now we're gonna name this loop because I want my session to be clean and look all good together. All right, let's read some of these comments. What's going on, man? How you feeling? Got Nigeria in the house. Gabe, how you feeling, brother? Hope you're doing well, man. Jeremiah, how you feeling, man? So yes, I am using Logic Pro. So what you see right now is Logic Pro. I want to add some color to this loop. So we're going to change this track to blue. So we got the loop right here. Let's add a little bit more reverb. All right, so this is the melody line I have for the intro. Again, we're just working out the intro for now. So this is what it's going to sound like. So that's what the intro is going to feel like right there. So that's that melody line that I just mentioned. So now we're going to create a reference piano. And what I want to add in here is one of my go-to pianos I like to use is Ravenscroft 275. Hey, we got Canada in the house. All right, so we are working on, I got hired to do a live recording for a artist, and I'm working on her intro right now. So I said, let me hop on live and let me go live with my people so that we can work through this intro together. All right, so let's do this. Let's record this intro for the keys. I'm going to loop this. And this is kind of what my process looks like in general when I'm producing music. Like I'm just working through the ideas and getting everything out. If you are here and you have yet to like this video, please like this video for me. Liking the video really helps me out on the algorithm. So like the video for me. Got a couple of you on here, so let's do that. All right, so let's get it. I got to get that right. So that's the verse right there. Let's slide this up. No, let's slide up everything actually. All right, so let's do this. I don't like this shaker right here. Let's take out that second shaker and just keep that in there. So this is gonna feel real early 2000 gospel. It's just gonna feel really, really good. So now what we are gonna add is we're gonna add a bass in here. I'm gonna use my bass that I created in Logic. No, I don't want to use this. I actually want to use, I'm hearing a sub bass. Let's go to Modern Wave Synth. I want to use this. Actually, we're going to use this in this. All right, yep, that's going to work right there. And then that's where the verse is going to be at. So we're going to set up this intro. We're going to make it more big, and we're going to add some auxiliaries in here as well. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Malik from Memphis in the house. What's going on, brother? What's going on? No, this is an arrangement that I'm working on for an artist. So yeah, we got Kenya in the house. Samuel, what's going on, man? What's going on, brother? How you feeling? Hope you're doing well. All right, let's keep working through this. So now what I'm going to add to this production. So we got our keys, we got our loop, we got our bass. Now what I want to do is thicken up this foundation. So in order kind of to make this foundation more beefier and more fuller, I'm going to add a pad and a Rhodes over top of what we already have. So check this out. And this is kind of like the secrets of productions. Like when you hear productions that sound really, really full and everything sounds like rich, you're hearing things like this. It's all about textures. So I'm going to come over to Hybrid Essentials by my guy, Randy Jenkins. Now his pack sounds amazing. Like these sounds are amazing, but you really need to know how to use these sounds in order to get the best out of it, you know? So listen to this Rhodes. You can hear how it's moving and how it has like a lot of richness and chorus and delay to it. So we're not going to put that on top of the mix. We're going to sneak this in at the bottom. So this is going to kind of like sit in the mix below the keys and below the bass. We got DR in the house from DR. What's going on, man? So I'm working on a production for an artist. She's planning a live recording. So this is kind of like the beginning stages of everything. So yeah, so check this out. We are about to, this is like one of my go-tos. This is like my secret right here. I like to add, where is it at? All right, there we go. If you see my Instagrams, this is like the sound that I'm often using in all of my Instagram videos. This is underneath like everything. This is, hey, look, hey, this free game right here. This is free game. Like, but if we stick this underneath everything, now what we are going to do is we're going to add a pad underneath this as well. So we're going to stack all of this together. Yeah, we're going to stack all of this together. This is secret sauce right here. So you're noticing with this pad and with the Rhodes, with the sound we just added, the only thing we're doing is we're chording. So we're letting the keys take that melody line, and then we're going to let the auxiliaries take care of the melody line as well. So we're going to quantize this. All right, I think I want to go to my Phantom. No, we're going to plug up the MODX. That's what we're going to do. Because we got some cool little sounds on here. Let's see how that feels. So notice we aren't going to catch this whole entire melody line. We're going to pick our spots where we want this melody line to come in at. So instead of going, we're only going to come in on that E right here. So check this out. I forgot this isn't MIDI, so we're not recording right now. Great. All right, so we need to do 13, 14, and we're going to do sine wine flute. And I want to add another lead over top of this. So now we're just going to get into like stacking our sounds. Yo, yeah, we in there. I need to turn this up some more. This joint's gonna feel good. All right, let's see what we got. Caden, so glad you're watching. I appreciate you, man. Where you from, Caden? We got Jamaica in the house. What's going on, Jamaica? We got Jamaica here. Johnny, I might keep it up. It just depends on like, I don't know. I might keep it up. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm glad you guys are watching. If you are here and you are watching and you haven't liked this video yet, please like the video. Again, liking this video is for the algorithm. So help me out and like this video. Let me see. All right, the next thing we are going to add is bells. Again, with the bell line, we aren't going to make this sound like a Christmas song. With the bell line, we are just getting in and then we're getting out. So let's check out these bells. I'm going to pull up Gospel 808s. If you want access to these bells, you can get them on my website. We got the bells in there. Now the next thing we are going to add is some strings. So as you notice, what we are doing, we are slowly stacking this track. So we're starting with the foundation of the loop. We got the keys, we got bass. Then we have like this pad sound in there. And now we're just stacking this aux. So this is really how you capitalize on gospel production. It's almost like, for me, it's like building a house. It's like I'm starting with the foundation first and I'm building upon the foundation. The only way you can really have a great production is if you start with a solid foundation. Like, you can't make a bad arrangement sound good if the foundation isn't good. That's a message right there. But yeah, it's really about, you know, just developing that foundation and making sure that you have a vision for your track. All right, let's get creative. Let's add some strings in here. So the strings that I typically use is all in Logic. I have some other strings that I may pull out as well, but let's just start with these Logic strings. And we're going to do orchestra strings. So we got the strings in there, and we're just capitalizing on that melody line. Let's add some different strings in here as well. Let's go to... Let's go to this right here. All right, let's see. Hey, man, I appreciate you tuning in and watching. I really appreciate that. France in the house. What's going on, man? All right, I might try to keep it up for you. What computer are you using in the specs? I got you. So I'm using a M1 Apple, and then these are all my specs right here. We got 64 gigabytes of RAM, 2 terabytes of storage and of space or whatever. And yeah, sorry, 64 gigabytes of RAM and 2 terabytes of storage. Yeah, M1. You're hearing some melody line with the strings. All right, let me try to add something like that. I think that actually could work. Is that what you're hearing? Something like that? I'm seeing if that could possibly work. So harmony lines could potentially work, but with the harmony lines in the intro, we kind of want to keep this intro, we want to keep it exciting, but I don't want to add too much harmony and tension in the intro. You feel me? So we're going to keep that harmony line out of it, but that's definitely a great suggestion, you know? Jay Hill, what's going on? We got Canada in the house. It is well. So yes, you can do all of this in GarageBand, but the only issue with GarageBand, you are going to have some limitations. It's like asking, can you edit a video in iMovie? Yes, you can get the job done, but iMovie isn't the same as Final Cut Pro. Like Final Cut Pro, you're going to have some more options. So Logic, you're going to have way more options than you're going to have in GarageBand. Harold, what's going on, man? Yofi, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. Yes, sir. Process when writing strings and arrangement. So my thought process with strings in an arrangement is more so feeling than anything. Like I'm looking for that feel. Like I'm not necessarily writing it out. Being like super detailed is more so of a feeling, you know? All right, so we got the strings. All right, so the next thing we are going to add is a guitar in here. So let's move on to the guitars. Cool little guitar that we got in here. The MODX is definitely a dope keyboard. Like, super, super dope board. Let me see if I save this sound in my favorites. So we have a lead guitar, and we're gonna do this line that we're doing. We're just gonna copy that melody line. Kind of rushed that a little bit. All right, that feels good. Let's look for another guitar that we can add in here. I kind of want to chord with this guitar. So this is a cool texture right here that we're going to be able to put in this production that's going to sound really, really good. Got like a little bit of distortion in there, and we're going to see if it's going to work. And now we want to tuck this guitar line because we don't want it to sound fake. So I'm just going to tuck the guitar line just a little bit. And then we are going to add a guitar in here, like an acoustic guitar. And this is like a fun little tip that I learned, that you can highlight the melody line with an acoustic guitar, and it's going to sound really, really good. And it just really like glues all of the guitars together, you know? So we're going to pull up Contact 7. Also, I'm working on something in Contact. How many of you guys actually have Contact 7 and you actually use Contact 7? Comment down below and let me know. All right, let me go through some of these comments. Nigeria, much love, Nigeria. I appreciate you guys watching. You guys always show love, so I appreciate that. Lessons. We all need lessons, you know? I have a whole video going through all of the gear that I have, so I won't, go through that right now. But if you want to check out the gear that I do have a video dedicated to that on my YouTube page. Hey man, I appreciate you watching that video. That was a fun one. That's not a bad deal. I would be interested with what's wrong with it and why is it on TikTok Shop. Virtual sounds are more convenient to use, but I really like sounds on keyboards as well. So like, I guess if I had to pick one, I guess I would use just VSTs, but I really like outboard gear as well, like keyboards. Hey man, thank you for watching. I appreciate that. Hey, so you use Contact a lot. Okay, that's good. Do you have the full version of Contact? So you guys are rocking with Contact. Okay, that's 3 of you guys. Yeah, let me know if you guys use Contact. Again, I am working on something. I would pull it out on this live, but I want to just be patient and wait on that. But yeah, so with this acoustic guitar, what we are going to do is we're going to highlight this melody line. Nah, so this is, you probably just joined. So I got hired to do a live recording. So this is going to be one of the songs on the live recording. And this is a song that the artist wrote. I'll put it that way. So it's not a cover song or anything like that. It's a song that the artist wrote and she wants an update to it. So I kind of heard the song a million times before. So I already know the tempo, where the song should go. So right now, that's what we're doing. All right, let's get it. Let's highlight this melody line. So we got Contact open right now. We're using picked acoustic. This guitar sounds really good. I need to find what I'm looking for. Let's see. I need to find the melody jump. Supposed to be one where I can just open. Maybe that's a different library. Let me see. Maybe that's here. Bro, where is it at? I'm looking for a specific sound. Bear with me. Bear with me. Let me see. Oh, there we go. There we go right there. Bro, that is so annoying. I swear. Bro, Logic be doing its own thing sometimes. I swear. That is so annoying. All right, let's open this back up. Nigeria, you have Contact 7, but lack VST plugins for Contact. All right, cool. I may be solving that problem for you. Yofi, that's a loaded question. I'm gonna have to go through that on another live. But really, really how I go about designing VSTs is more so thinking about like what's a problem or what's a hole in the industry and how can I solve that problem. So really just based on what you guys are looking for and based on what I hear, you know? Yeah, right. Yep, you're right. That's what I was looking for, the pick acoustics. I found it now, but my contacts haven't been giving me issues. Like, I think I need to update my Logic or something. Bruh, I swear, like, and it's more of a Logic issue in contact. Like, I've already reached out to Native Instruments, and they're working with me to fix this issue. Like, they haven't told me to update my computer or anything, so I'm just having an issue right now with contact and Logic. It's a common issue, but yeah, they should be doing an update here shortly, and that should fix this issue. But yeah, it's so annoying. Like, so annoying. Yep, yes sir. Yep. Nope, this is the paid version of Logic. I mean, this is the paid version of Contact, sorry. All right, so let's try this again. So, picked acoustics. You know what? I'm not dealing with this right now. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to pull up Logic guitar. We're going to pull up Logic guitar because we're not dealing with that right now. So listen to this acoustic guitar and watch how we're going to stick it into this arrangement. Again, we're just going to play the melody line with this acoustic guitar. Hey, that drink's gonna feel so good. All right, the next thing we are going to add is organ. So I'm gonna use my Nord for this organ part right here. And this is when we really just add in these textures and make the songs sound really full, you know? All right, so we got that organ in there. And another thing you see me doing, I'm mixing as we go. So I'm balancing this track and I'm leveling out the faders as we're moving along. People often say, hey, what's your technique with mixing? Like, if you're producing a song, you should be mixing as you go and like turning down faders and making sure everything is balanced. So we got these bells all the way down. We got the guitar down because these are instruments that sit in a different frequency, and they're essentially in a frequency by themselves. So they're like really, really loud right now. So you see me just slowly turning down these instruments, you know? All right, the next thing we are going to add, let's see. We're going to add in key drums. This is like my favorite part of productions right here, is adding in key drums. And as you see, like, if you know your workflow, if you really practice at your gift with like production and stuff like that, you'll be able to power through stuff like that in like no time, you know? Like I pretty much know my workflow. So we've been able to create this. How long we've been on? Let me see. We've been on here for about 45 minutes and creating. So, you know. All right. So this is a new key drum library I just got. Tony Royster drums. These joints sound good. All right, so we're gonna keep this real simple, right? Hey, this is a live session, boy. I really love how these drums like sound and how they open up, like, ooh. I need to re-record that again. Yeah, these drums sound so good. So a few of you asked, where can you get these drums from? So this is Tony Royster Jr. drum set. And it's on a website called Mixwave. Matter of fact, I'll pull it up for you right now. So check this out. Hey, I'm putting y'all on game. Like, check this out. So they make great products. So this kit is $150. So yeah, this is the drum library that I'm using right now. Didn't tweak any drums. They sound this good out the box. All right, let's see. You guys may not be able to notice this, but the drums aren't quite lining up how I want them to sound. Like, I need to figure this out. There we go. Matter of fact, we'll leave that open. Ooh. All right, let's add some more strings in here. We need to like really brighten up this mix a little bit more. Let's add some strings in here. Yeah, these drums sound really, really, really good. Like, Calvin Rogers kit is not on the Mixwave drum kit or whatever. But no, this is all Mixwave. 200K. I don't know how to pronounce that, but dang, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm not sure how the Nigerian dollar works. I'm gonna have to look that up, but that sounds like a lot. 200K sounds like a lot. Oh yeah, you heard it. Yeah, like, see, and that's another thing about my productions that I try to be a stickler about. Like I'm very particular with every single nuance. Like I've heard a lot of people productions, and their productions like have these small little errors in it where things aren't lining up to the grid, and those things are like super noticeable to me. So with my productions, I always try to make sure everything is lining up as it should, and sticking to the grid. Like we need everything locked in. Unless it's a real instrument, like if it's real drums, things aren't going to be perfect. But you don't need anything sticking out like a sore thumb, you know. So no, I didn't go to school for production. Like I've just been like studying production and just doing this for probably like 10 plus years now. Like my journey with production and producing music started with me pulling acapellas off of YouTube, and dropping them in Logic and trying to come up with an arrangement with like pop songs and R&B songs. And they say like once you put in 10,000 hours with something, you almost become like, I don't want to say a master at it, but you know, if you put 10,000 hours doing anything and you do it the right way, you're going to get good at it. I don't think I'm the best at production, by no stretch, but I am a student to production, and I am a student to the game and the craft of like producing music and just production in general. It's super kind of cool to see like what Gospel Producers is doing. Like shout out to my guy John Mike. He's bringing like other producers on and breaking down like their gospel productions and stuff. And I see how they talk about production and some of the things that they do in their productions. And I'm like, oh snap, like that's so cool that, you know, we have like the same mindset. Like I saw Cedric Thompson, he was talking about like how all of my productions is going to have claps in them. Like I love claps. And those are things that I picked up through the years without anyone like mentoring me saying like, hey, you need to add claps to your productions because they make your production sound good. Like if you just listen to gospel music and like study the sound of gospel music, naturally you're going to start to pick up like little nuances here and there and just, you know, get better and better with your craft, you know? All right, let's get back to it, but I want to add some more strings in here, and we want to pull from the Yamaha MODX. I like that right there. Huh. I actually like that. All right, let's see. All right, one more thing we're going to add is like a transitional sound effect to kind of really set this song up. This is really, really infamous in like just gospel music in general. Like, so you're going to hear this a lot in just any gospel music production you hear. Looking for. So we're almost looking for like a sweep or something. That's kind of crazy right there. All right, let's keep searching. Let's turn this attack down. That's called the golden key. All right, let me see what y'all saying in the comments. If you're having issues with MixWave, I would definitely recommend reaching out to MixWave directly. I'm not sure what that issue could be, unfortunately. Yeah, the string fill up at the end. Yep. Yep. So I think author, I think that's how you pronounce your name, Jackson. I'll say Jackson. So that's a great question. So for me, I started playing keys first, but even as I was playing keys, I was like getting better with production as well. So I used to have like a little Casio keyboard, and I used to do production on that keyboard. At the time, I didn't know I was doing production. But you know, I look back now and be like, dang, I was doing like arrangements at 11 and 12 years old, you know? Like back then you could only have like 5 tracks at a time. So literally what I'm doing now, you know, I would like play keys, bass, maybe a pad, synth, and I would fill up that whole entire track and record from there. So I think it was kind of like a both and situation. But you know, you have a lot of producers that can produce gospel music without necessarily knowing how to play. So I just think it depends on your ear and how well you're able to communicate what you're looking for, you know? But yeah, I think it was more of a both and. Yeah, I was searching under the Sound FX, and then I went under the Pad Inquire. Yeah, it's definitely a great plugin for sure. That's going to be my next purchase right there, the Tony Royster kit. I like that right there. That's going to work. Oh, that's going to work right there. If you are still watching this video and you haven't liked this video yet, please like the video for me. Please like it. That Jerry feels good. joint feels so good. Jesus. That joint feels great. Dang. I'm excited to actually finish this joint. One more time. One more time. I'm not convinced on this part right here. I'm going to take that out. I like that, the tension right there. Yeah, this joint's gonna feel really, really good. Hey, I'm gonna keep you guys updated with this process. For those of you that are here and you want to know like what's happening with this song, I'm gonna try my best to keep you guys updated. Again, the session isn't supposed to be until next year, maybe like literally a year from now. But yeah, I'm gonna keep y'all updated. I'll be on for a little bit for some Q&A if you guys like have some questions for me. Definitely appreciate you guys hopping on, all 49 of you that's on right now. For love recording in church. Check out Ableton. Check out Ableton. I think Ableton is good for Windows. Just keep in mind I don't have a Windows computer. So yeah, I don't have a Windows computer, but I hear Ableton is good with Windows. I'm going to have to say Ableton from the standpoint that's what I use. But at the same time, I haven't used Studio One a lot, but I plan on getting Studio One today because I need to test some VSTs in Studio One for some stuff that I'm working on. Yes, sir, Jeremiah. Yes. So I'm glad that you mentioned that. That's actually, honestly, I can't even lie. I forgot to do that. But I mentioned that in one of my lives that I want to do a series where you guys send me your productions and I'll go over like how you can make the production live on YouTube. So maybe I can plan that like within the next month. Is that something that you guys would be interested in? Sending over your tracks to me while I'm on a live like this, and we'll all sit back and listen to the track, and I'll give you like some suggestions on how you can make the track better. It won't be a situation where I'm like sitting back judging you saying, oh man, this track sucks. Like this track is the worst. It'll be more so a situation like me saying like, hey, you know, this melody line is really, really strong, but have you thought about maybe, I don't know, adding in a guitar line here to really complement, you know, your line there. So I'll be doing like something like that coming up real soon. I'll let you guys know. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram at mkbaileymusic. Sorry, mkbailey_. That's my Instagram. I was about to give you my email, but my Instagram is mkbailey_, and we can, you know, I'll keep you guys updated with stuff like that. Casio Privia, that's a cool little keyboard. Would I recommend getting it? I think it depends on what you are getting it for. If that's within your budget and within your price range, then go for it. By all means, get the Casio. But if you have a little bit more to spend, you know, definitely check out some other options, you know. Gotcha. I'm glad you would love that. Yep, we're gonna have to work on something for that. A lot of people have asked about that, and I think that's a great way, to build up the community, to get good engagement from you guys. Again, I'm not a master at gospel music production, but I do think that there's some things that I have learned. What's crazy is, you do things for so long and you think that everyone knows how to do what you know how to do. And then you find out like the basic things that you know how to do, other people are interested, like, hey, how are you doing that? And that's what I've learned about, this YouTube community is things that I think is normal. You guys are intrigued by it. So that makes me want to share as much as possible so that I can, just share my gift with you guys. Base. Yeah, check out Cubase. Okay. Has some cool VSCs. Oh, I get what you're saying now. I thought you was telling the other guy on Windows to check out Cubase. I already have someone to test out things on Cubase. But yeah. But no, that's definitely a great idea if they have a 30-day trial. I may check that out. No, thank you for that, Mark. I definitely appreciate that. I'm gonna check that out. Josh Allen, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing good. Yes, sir. I think that would be dope too. Yeah, I may have something actually on my channel that's already 6.8. But yeah, I may can do something at some point. That's a good question. So MIDI drums is just based on how you play them. So how I hear and how I interpret real drums is how I play MIDI drums. So like that's like my best answer for that. What I'm hearing in my mind is what I'm trying to translate on the MIDI drums. And it only helps if the MIDI drums actually sound real. So Yofi, there's some basics things that you need to build a home studio. At the core, what you need is a audio interface. You need a computer. You probably need a MIDI board and like some headphones and some software to run what you're trying to create. So at a base level, BASE, at a base level, that is what you need: interface, computer, headphones, a MIDI keyboard. Now, once you get comfortable with that, or if you have a little bit more money to spend, you can invest in like studio monitors and you can invest in like studio foam and extra gear. I actually did a video going over like the basic setup that you need for a home studio. So I definitely would recommend you guys check that out. If you're in that situation and you need to figure out what you need. For beginners, the DAW I would recommend is GarageBand. If you get comfortable with GarageBand and you like it, I would say then get Logic Pro. But really, if you are a beginner, I would just recommend just to get your hands on any DAW that you can get your hands on and start working in it. Do the research that you need to learn the DAW. Like whatever you have access to, use it. Like I started out using Mixcraft. And that was on my mom's Windows computer. But whatever you can do to get your hands on a good DAW or some software, just do it. Like go for it. Hey, Pierre, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm glad that I can get online like this, hang out with you guys, and you guys hang out with me, and share my gift. Like I don't take that for granted, and it's kind of crazy. Like sometimes I'm like, dang, people are actually interested in what I'm doing. Like, I really appreciate that so much. Yeah, the only way to get better, Josh, is to get your ideas out. Like, you can't strengthen your gift in any area unless you actually do it. And it may sound bad at first, but you got to get that procrastination to the side and find a way that you can come up with the system to reach your goals. So yeah, like just really work on, if you got an idea in your mind and you got a song that you want to write or a production that you want to do, don't procrastinate on it. Get to it and like just start figuring out how to make it sound good, you know? I will consider leaving it up. I probably will leave it up since you guys really want it up. Good question. So I use a program called Ecamm Live. I started out using OBS, but I use something called Ecamm Live. I have never used FL Studio, but a lot of people use FL, but I don't use it. Another question that I'll ask you guys. This is for you, all 62 of you guys that are on right now. I thought about working on a pack that could have like a bunch of intro ideas and a bunch of like gospel arrangement ideas, and I offer this pack for like free for like the first 50 or 100 people or so. And within this pack, it would be like an idea like an intro, maybe something like this. So it'll be like just a simple idea that you guys can use to actually create your own production with. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'll actually drop a code right now. If you are interested in any of my products, if you are online right now, I'm going to drop a code below and you can get, let's see. I'm going to drop a 25% off code on my website. I'm going to drop it below. If you use code thank you 25, you'll be able to get 25% off of any product. So use that code. Let me see if I can put it on the screen. Let me see something here. Let's see. So on my website, I have a bunch of loops, MIDI packs, production tools. Like I have a bunch of stuff on my website that I think can help you guys out. And then another issue, sorry, I was reading something. Then another thing that I'm working on, if you support what I do, we are only going up from here, Lord willing, but we're about to step into like the VST market. And I'm working on a lot of great stuff. Like the first release is going to be a reverb plugin. And that's just going to be like my introduction to the VST market. It's going to be an affordable product, but it's also going to be useful as well. So that's kind of where we're going with things right now. Just coming up with production tools for you guys to use. No, it wouldn't be, if I understand what you're saying, would it be copyright infringement being that I'm remixing or working on a session that's about to come out? No, because the song hasn't come out yet. I've gotten permission from the artist to be able to do this. So the YouTube algorithm isn't going to detect anything that we did today, you know? So it's not copyright infringement. I'm the producer of the song. Hope that answered your question. So if you check out my I did a cover to Marvin Sapp Perfect Peace, and I arranged strings on there. I never did a string breakdown of what I did, but the string arrangement turned out really, really well. Let me see if I have like an MP3 of it. I don't have everything like written out in a way where it's like, oh, right here we did E flat and then we did D and stuff like that. But I did do a string arrangement to it, and I need to probably do a breakdown of that video just so you guys can maybe learn from it. Yeah, I think it's a dope idea as well. Like, I think it could really help a lot of people. And I think what I'll do, as I mentioned, is only make it available to like the first 50 people. That way, everyone has a shot to just kind of create their own thing, with it. But I just need to actually like sit down and actually work on it. I think it's probably going to take some time with everything else that I'm working on. But yeah, I really do think that's a dope idea. But yeah, definitely appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. It looks like that's all the questions. If you go to my website and use code thank you 25 on my website, the link is below, mkbaileymusic.com. I have a lot of great music resources on the website that can really help you out in your production. I got vocal packs, MIDI packs, loops, everything that you need to be great. Last question, how old are you? Respectfully, I am 28, so I just turned 28 a couple of months ago. So yep, I'm 28. But yeah, so that's everything. Again, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Well, we're going to be on a lot more often. And yeah, that's all we got for today. We are out.